ourselves a V8 back here today, guys. So the driver of this Suburban, his name is Brandon. And I've known Brandon for a bit, and we made a deal this winter where I bought a car off him at a reasonable price, and half that reasonable price is because he needed some welding done to this thing. I don't know if Brandon's ever actually welded the rear of a truck posi before, but we are going to weld the back of this truck posi and maybe try to make it run a little bit better. So this, I believe, is like a 98, 99 Suburban. Oh, look at that, he's trying to figure out the fuel pump issues. So what we're going to be doing today for the back of this is we're going to be welding the rear gears, and then we are going to be making some clamps for the rear leaf springs. He was planning to run this at a show here in Ontario in Caledon, but unfortunately due to COVID-19, Caledon has been cancelled. So he's just building it just to get it ready, and pretty much basically for 2020 right now, sorry, 2021, because I'm pretty sure pretty much everything for this year is going to be canceled. It's a sad day. All the fairs up here in Ontario are being canceled, and I don't know what shows are going to even go, so this is a big truck. Gonna have to see what's going on here. This is why it's not running right. Maybe it's just something unplugged. Are you out of gas?
No.
Keep coming, keep coming. Some unhappy cylinders underneath there, Brandon. You got a bungee cord. I think he's got a bad spark plug. And the rear leaf springs, and maybe we'll check out some of the plugs and wires on this because it looks like he might have a bad one. Alright. We have Brandon starting to cut the clamps for the leaf springs. We need 8 pieces at 2 inches wide, and then we're going to start drilling them out. So, where's the first one on the ground?
Right there.
Right there. So the plan for these, we're limited by how big we can go. We're going to put it right there. We're going to drill some holes, clamp it down right down through there. So that's what he's working on. He's got to cut 8 of them. He's on number 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the rear diff cover off, and then we're going to see what it looks like inside of here, and I'm going to show him how to weld the gears because he says he's never seen it before. So this is welding the rear gears on a GMC Yukon. So let's get going. So what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be welding the rear diff on this. There's some things to note. See that little teeth over there? We're going to be welding that right to the housing. We want to leave it so that he is able to pull out that block if he does break an axle, to be able to change his axles and remove the C-pin. So we will be making it so he is able to remove that stuff. We're just going to weld the gears right to the housing. We're going to get a little bit of weld right there as well. Down there, I've kind of let it drip dry for about 20 minutes now. Oil's black, but there's no chunks in here, so that's always a good thing. And we're just going to weld this up, and then I'll show you guys what she looks like. But as you can see right now, let's see if I can get an open hand going here. She's definitely an open diff. See all those gears spinning? In the next 20 minutes, she's not going to be open no more. She's going to be lock solid with my Lincoln locker. So we got the rear end welded in this. Take a look now. Oh, I can't do it. There we go. Ugh, she's posi. So she's all done, and we're just going to throw the diff cover back on. We're going to take the bolt out so we can put all this fluid back into it. We're going to put it all back together, and he is almost done drilling the leaf spring clamps. How many have you got done?
5.
3 more to go.
3 more to go. We'll get her done.
We'll get her done, boys and girls. So we're going to throw this back on, throw the cover back on, and then show you guys that, and then we'll start on the leaf spring clamping. We're not allowed to flat stack, so we're probably just going to put one here because it's already got one here, and we're probably going to put one back up. We're not allowed to go to the main helper leaf, just allowed to go to the outside leaves. So this here will take us very little time. We're going to use 1/2 inch hardware because that's what the rules say. Remember guys, read your rules before you build your vehicles. 2020 is going to be a crappy year for building derby cars. I understand that. You still got to play within the rules. Maybe just build a whole bunch for 2021, because I think 2021 is going to be a wicked season because all these drivers are not going to really be able to drive that much in 2020. So let's get going on this. So I thought there was a spot to put oil into this, but I was lied to. It has all the welded marks on the backside, and you can kind of see where it should be. But I'm going to show you guys how to put oil into this. I would not recommend this for a daily driver, but it works great for derby cars. There we go. Now we can put our funnel into that hole and put the oil back into here, and then we just take a bolt and some silicone, job is done. Ta-da! Great for derby cars and trucks. So let's get the oil back in here and we'll put our new fill plug into it. So we're just getting ready to put the clamps on the leaf springs, but I have learned, and I have actually figured out, that you do not want to put the clamps on when there's no pressure. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to use the come along to put a lot of pressure on this to get these leaves straighter. We're not going to go super. There, it's starting to pull the body down. Right there. I think that's about as good as we're going to get. But you can see how much flatter these got. We're not allowed to flat stack in the rules, but we're just going to make it so there's more pressure on the suspension so the clamps can hold them tighter and straighter. So all we're going to do is we just have the clamps right here. We're just going to put them right up to where the factory plastic stops are, and we're going to clamp them. If the leaf springs were in better shape, I'd take them all apart and remove all these, but they're not. They're kind of pretty rusty, and once you take them apart, they're probably never going to go together. We're going to torque these puppies down to probably about 32 kajigas with my impact gun. And we're going to put one here, and I think the other one we're just going to put farther back, right behind this clamp. That's not a super effective clamp. You know what, we're probably just going to put it right there. It'd probably be better if we clamp them all tighter, because then you get one more spring. So yeah, we're going to put the other one right there and one right there. We're going to get this side tight, and we're going to do the other side, and then we're going to let her down. So let's do that, and we'll be right back. Well, you guys know it is not a day in Zach's workshop unless we roast chestnuts on an open flame. I'm just joking. I wouldn't cook any food on that. That's just a burning piece of axle. Because we actually took the axles out of this, so now it's two-wheel drive, so now it meets the rules. We got the leaf spring clamps on, everything like that. Let's just go take a look. Right there. We actually double nutted them so they wouldn't come loose. I would have maybe gone with a higher grade of hardware, but it works. We're going to set her down, drive her out here very shortly, and he's going to see if he can put some black marks on my asphalt now, because when he turns, it's going to chirp because she's posi. So we're just going to put out that fire eventually. I really wish we had a firefighter here.
Yeah.
And
You take care of it.
we'll get this thing out and get it back loaded for you guys here. Well, we figured out the issue. We're pretty sure that it's almost out of gas. So, easy fix. I guess he's running his old Cavalier fuel pump in this, and I guess the tank. There you go, she's loaded. So we helped a buddy out, put some leaf spring clamps on it, cut out the front drive shafts, and welded the diff solid. So thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you come back tomorrow. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. And thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, guys. See you back here tomorrow. How do you think this thing's gonna do? You think it's gonna do well at the Demolition Derby? It's probably gonna be pretty stock. Thanks for watching, guys. See you back here tomorrow.